took care of it this morning already?
Oh, yeah.
You can't tell.
Hairstylist.
Make him
No.
Mother Nature.
How's our camera angle, everybody? We're looking good? Yeah. It's been a while. It's a rainy day. Hair's a little... Mine's sticking up a little bit.
It looks the same.
My hair looks white today. Why is that?
The lighting. It's gotta be lighting.
Okay. This is.
Oh, we need to speak in the microphone, Rich. They're not hearing you.
Oh, they can hear me.
Are you sure? Because it's connected to the microphone.
Okay. Hi.
All right.
I gotta start
You
this.
start it.
I'll do the promo.
You do the
The
promo.
intro.
Okay.
Okay, hey everybody. Whiskers is back after a holiday break.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the middle of a beautiful January here in Chicago, and we got some special guests. And I'm going to go with my co-host, Brooke.
Hey, guys.
I think we might need to start over. Okay, we're starting over.
We've never started over before. Okay, ready?
Hi, guys.
But you need to delete that, though, first.
Wait, I thought that was good, though.
I thought it was good, too.
Okay, everybody. Whiskers is back.
Woo!
You guys are supposed to go woo when we say
Oh,
Whiskers.
sorry.
Whiskers is back.
Woo!
That's our official cat noise for Whiskers.
Yeah.
So we have a great episode. You know, we have a couple of California girls with us, along with Brooke, our co-host, and we're going to get right at it. Brooke, you want to introduce yourself and our guests?
Yeah, so hey, everyone. We're back. I'm your co-host of Whiskers, Brooke Miller, along with my amazing co-host, Rich. We got a couple of exciting people, like Rich said. One of them is new, never been on the podcast before, and one of them is familiar to our viewers and our listeners. So, Maddie, give us a quick intro on yourself. Remind the people who you are.
Yeah.
My name is Maddie Finnerty. You might remember me from the California podcast episode last year. I am a sophomore, and I'm studying econ. I'm so excited to be back. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited for this episode.
Yay! And then Kenna, tell
Hi.
us who you are.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay.
at the end of your intro, tell us why you came to Northwestern.
Oh, fun. That is a good question. I like that question. I'm Kennedy Roesch, also known as Kenna. No one really calls me Kennedy, but yeah, Kenna.
We have a lot
I'm a
of
friend-
nicknames for
So many. I'm a first year. I'm from San Diego, California. I'm majoring in right now pre-med biology, like that little area. Very fun and exciting. And I'm a forward. Oh, why I came to Northwestern?
Right.
I came to Northwestern, phenomenal academics, and to play in a Big Ten conference. And I'm really excited.
Thank you, Kenna. Wait, also, I think this is such a fun fact about you. Like, what was something that you were really worried about when you came to Northwestern? Like, the one thing. Do you remember what it is?
Oh my god. Oh, the turf?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Kenna's so privileged over in California to play on grass fields all the time.
No, it's funny because I think I was like telling them, like when I was doing my pros and cons list with recruiting, like the only thing in the cons was the turf.
Yes, and I was like, really? that was it? But
How is
now that there's more. But
how is the reality versus your fear?
You know what? I don't really mind turf. It's like it's also like different because the indoor turf is different than the outside turf, so it's like two different like experiences.
Such a variety.
It's such a variety, and you could, I guess, play it in the snow, but we don't do that, luckily. And
Yeah.
then
Yay for indoor.
yay!
There
Cheers.
you go.
thank you, Kenna. So our podcast today is kind of a quick explanation of winter and spring and how do we attack the off season, because maybe a lot of our listeners know exactly what happens during season, but what happens when you're not? What happens when you're not on TV and you're not playing against the Big Ten conferences? What happens behind the scenes? So, Rich, you want to give a quick explanation of what like winter and spring kind of looks like?
Well, the winter months officially are December 21 to March 21. Fun fact. And the spring is March 22 to June 21. And then we have summer.
Yeah.
and then of course
I
fall.
don't know
So
that.
those are little 4 seasons. Lesson, is that what we wanted?
Well, like the soccer aspect.
Yeah. So the basically in January we get started for our season, and our official season starts in August of 2025. So we're about 6-7 months away, and we got to put some work in. We with the NCAA rules, we have 8-hour weeks right now between now and the end of February, where we only get 8 hours a week of soccer meetings and workouts, and only 4 of those 8 hours with the ball. Oh my gosh. Who made that rule? Boo. And then we'll start up with 20 hours again at the beginning of March, and we'll get 5 exhibition games, which will be fun.
Yes. Perfect. And then, Kenna, we have a question for you because you're a newcomer here.
Let's go.
As we said before, Kenna's a freshman. So, Kenna, what is your impression of what happens between now and summer? And how are you trying to go about it? Like, what do you think? Obviously, you haven't done it before, but what's your initial thoughts?
What I think, well, so far, like, we've been here, 4 weeks, I think, back since, like, winter break and everything. And already comparing the practices from now to, like, when we were in season, I think the practices are more intense and they're longer. And it's because, like, we're preparing for a season versus, like, when we were in season, the practices, like, you played 2 games a week. So it's like you didn't want to go crazy hard because then you were also, like, resting your body. So it's like I think the practices are, like, a lot more intense and everything here, or, like, now. So that's what I think. It's going to continue like that, I believe. And it's just a lot of, like, forward thinking, like, oh, what we do now is going to help us prepare for the following season in end of July, August, following months.
That was pretty good. And how are you trying to go about it? What's your plan?
I forgot that was the question.
Yeah.
I would just, like, go in with an open mind and try to get the best out of every practice, every scenario, take all the feedback we can get, and then getting to, like, practice, like, cause, like, now is the, like, official time where we get to actually get to know our, like, each other and, like, actually play with each other and get to know people's strengths and weaknesses and how to play alongside and develop that coherency and chemistry. So I think that's also, like, how I'm going into it, like, an open mind and optimism.
Are you excited to hear that, Rich?
Excellent. I think that's great. Optimism is great. So, Maddie, we'll start with you. What's the, based on last year, what's the biggest difference for you between the fall championship season and what we do in the off season here?
I love the spring personally and winter, but I think when you get dropped off here, as you know, you're a freshman. We come all the way from California. I don't even know how many miles that is. Probably a lot. I couldn't even ballpark that, to be so honest. Not good at that stuff. But you're dropped off with we had 31 people when I was a freshman. 31 new girls, new coaches. Had to say bye to mom and dad. Like, you're in a whole new area. The fall is just, your freshman fall is definitely gnarly. And, like, adjusting to playing from club in high school to the Big Ten level is huge. You're playing with girls that are 23. Like, we have, like, 7th years, 8th years. Like, I feel like these girls are so old. I'm like, I'm freshly 18, don't know what's going on. But it's hard mentally. So I think the transition from there and it being very cutthroat. Like, for me personally, my freshman fall, I didn't get to play, like, a ton. But, so the transition to spring was big for me, and just getting to get more experience with these high-level players and, like, get more time on the field in spring games and get a good rotation, getting to know girls on the team, getting to know your roommate, your best friends, like, you're living by yourself. It's such, like, a big transition year. So I think this time especially is so important to, like, finding yourself as, like, a person and a player. And I think it's awesome. I think this is the best time of the year. I mean, obviously I love competing in the fall, but this is a big, like, exploratory phase for people, and especially freshman year. I remember that was big time. And I was able to, like, make a lot of advancements in my, like, soccer career during this time because it allows for more mistakes and a lot more learning too.
Brooke, how are you?
That was a great answer. I don't really know if I can top that, but I think overall for me, the difference is probably during the fall, you come in prepared, and you kind of, from the get-go, just start working. You're like, okay, we're going to play games. We don't have that much time to work with you guys even before our first games, maybe 2 weeks max. And so it's like, okay, you're already prepared. This is what we have. Let's like turn it into game shape and let's just like get going. And once you start, you just keep going, you know? And it's kind of like a little hard to develop maybe sometimes things you want to work on because you're trying to focus on how to win games. So I think not that the winter is more like individual, because definitely we work as how to try and play as a team to go into the fall, which I think they touched on, which is super important. But I think you as an individual can work on what you have to do to get better yourself. So it's like, if you're needing to work on this area of your game, you can definitely find a lot of time to do that. So I think that's important. Someone told me that my like freshman year, and they're like, winter's great because everything that you need to work on, like this is your time to do it. Which I think definitely proves to be true. I think it is a lot more developmental period of time, like Maddie said. And I think also it's such a developmental time for mental strength as well. I think there's a lot of hard factors when it comes into the winter. And I think always, like, I live in the Midwest. I've always lived in the Midwest, but winter's, I think, always hard. It's colder. It gets darker earlier. So you got to deal with that. And then we have some hard fitness sometimes in the winter too, and skills, which is, I think we've talked about this before in the podcast, but it's like a series of technical tests that we have to pass throughout the winter. And those always prove to be a mental challenge for me. But at the end of the winter and spring, I always come out on the other end being like, wow, I just did that. And then I think every time I do it, it turns out to be like a better moment for myself. I'm like, wow, that really improved every single time. So every single winter I'm finding myself, like Maddie said, and I'm coming out the other end like, that just happened. I'm probably a better person.
You're a better person.
Probably better on the other end of it. And it happens every year. So that's my impression of the winter spring, but I think it's great.
Great answer.
Thank you.
I think the contrasting, the fall is about the team and helping the team win, and the off season is about making myself the best player possible and making us the best team possible, I think is a great way to frame it.
Yeah. And then back to Maddie once more. What's your best advice to go about the off season? Let's say you're giving advice to Kenna herself, who doesn't really, she's new, she doesn't know. Like, what's your best advice?
I think, for me, I think going at skills and like trying to be on top of it and ahead of it. I think freshman year I really struggled because you can go throughout club and high school and like your development as a soccer player when you're little and neglect your left foot, as some might, like, and just like ignore it. Like, you might just be able to get away with using your right in like these situations, but like being at this level and like forcing yourself to like make advancements on your things you've been neglecting, like your left foot long balls, left foot right long, like right footed long balls, like I think it's important to focus and take time to like do that. And I think the environment here with the competitiveness and implementing the skills is really big time, and I think that helps a lot because it exposes you and like you can't just get over it. Like, you have to like face it and learn new techniques, like reteach yourself how to do stuff so you can do it faster and better. So I think that's how I like was able to make a lot more advancements, and I think honing in on that and trying to get ahead on all that stuff is important for me, at least.
Yeah. Thanks, Maddie. And then Kenna, based on what you know so far, like what would your best advice be for those coming in next year?
Next year?
Yeah.
For like winter and spring?
Yeah.
Or like or skills testing. Either or. Whatever floats my boat.
Either or, whatever
Okay.
floats your
Yeah,
boat.
okay.
Go ahead, girl.
I would just say, yeah, like I said earlier, come in with an open mind, but it is definitely a big developmental period, and I think for me personally, when season ended this last year, you obviously reflect a lot about how season ended, and for us, it didn't go how we wanted, and we weren't where we wanted to be, so that also comes with a bunch of, like, emotions and just what you think about it, but then I think after you go through, like, those weeks, and you go through, like, the winter break, and you go home a little bit, like, for me personally, I was just able to be like, okay, it's over, it's behind me, my first season's in the books, but what can I do now? Because now I have 6 to 7, 8 months for me to get better, and for me to hopefully get better as a team also, so that we're not sitting in the same position a year from now. Mm-hmm. So I think it's also kind of like yes, it happened, accepting it, but then quickly sort of getting over it, but letting time to like mentally, physically reset, and then coming in January, fresh start, being like, it is a new team because collegiate soccer is new every single year. It's not the same team. So like next year is going to look different, but with different people, new people coming in. Hello.
This is our first impression.
Oh God. Yeah, but it's just like I think going in with an open mind and realizing yes, it's going to be hard, but that's why we came here. That's why we chose to come to Northwestern. That's why we chose to play in the Big Ten Conference. Like it's not easy, but I don't think any of us would want it to be easy because like we wouldn't have picked this path either. So also going back to kind of like your why and realizing why you came here. That's always what I have come back to. I think so far being here is like coming back to why I came here. Like I wanted to do this. I chose to do this, and that kind of just like what drives me. And also it's very easy to get motivated with people that are like-minded and like people that share a common goal, and I think we all do, so that's also another thing that helps I think as well.
That's great. Are you sure that you're like-minded as Maddie and Brooke?
Are you sure we think the same?
Are you sure?
I would say
From
so,
interested
yeah.
minds, you're being liked.
She's very wise,
Likened-
and then like
likened too.
I'm probably wise, and like Maddie's wise too, so we're all wise.
Okay.
But it's
A
like
bunch of wise gals.
you're like a wise in a lot of different ways. Like I don't know. I just think you like have a connection like with somebody in some way. Like there's always I think something that like you have in common with somebody. You just gotta like find it.
I love it.
Thanks.
So let's briefly talk skills test because it's something that not all schools do. So each class has different skills, and we have 3 players of 3 different classes here.
Nice.
Kennedy, what is your skill? What are your 5 skills?
My 5 skills. So there's juggling, alternating foot, 18-yard box and back, twice. And you have a total of 5 minutes to complete 2 rounds of it, but each round has to be completed in 35 seconds. And then there's a catching on the foot one, which you do 6 times total, 3
Juggle
each
and
foot.
catch.
Juggle and catch on the foot.
And then
Header with your noggin.
20 head juggles twice.
3 times, right?
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. I was like, wait.
And
I was
then
like,
what are
I
your
can
oth-
only do twice.
Oh, you have the dribbling test.
No, we don't have dribbling.
Okay, what
we
do you
have
have?
serving. We have a serving test with both right and left foot, 35 yards, I would want to say. And then we have a partner juggling one, which is maximum 3 touches, minimum 2 touches, 8 yards apart in a 5x5 box, 5x5 yard box.
Juggle with a partner.
Yeah.
Maddie, what do you have? Second years.
We have the same serving test, so you get like 2 on each foot. And then we have partner juggling as well, but you're not allowed to use your thigh. So it's just like feet only. Passing, which I passed yesterday. Let's go.
Yay!
And then
Against the wall.
against the wall. I think it's like 7 yards and
It's a
you're
hard
doing
one.
20 and 30 seconds. Let's go. And then what else do we have? Shooting, right and left foot, and then dribbling as well. So working on that, developing our skills.
Brooke?
We have 1 touch, hitting it against the wall with our inside of foot and laces. Both of those are 20 times.
Juggling.
Twice.
Those are juggling.
Juggling, 20, but 1 touch. 20 times twice in 3 minutes. And then we have also a dribbling one, which is between the cones and has to do with turning. We have to do that in 27 seconds, under 27 seconds. And then we have partner serving. So that's where we serve it back and forth to each other, certain distance in 2 boxes, 2 touch. And then we have shooting also with our left and right. So
All right.
some fun ones.
This is what we work on. Part of our off season is to get better at our skills.
And I will say, like, at the end of when your skills are done, whatever you had been practicing for weeks on end for the skills, you're definitely better at it.
Oh, yeah.
I was definitely better at passing after last year. I spent a lot of time on that one last year. And I was
Yay.
definitely better at it. So
That's what it's for.
they do work.
Okay, Maddie, what's your favorite thing about the off season?
Favorite thing about the off season is getting to know one another and how you play with one another and like defending each other. I think I have like a good time. I'm a defender. By the way, those people.
Shout out to the defenders.
Shout out all my defenders. But I think it's fun because I remember last year Megan Norkett got like all freshman team, and I was like, she's just a baller. Like Megan Norkett is like, I love her. But it was fun to get to play against her because it pushes you to get better. You're learning more about yourself, and I'm like, if she's doing, I get to defend like a girl that made all freshman Big Ten. Like I can like push myself to get up to that level. You know what I mean? So I think it's fun to play against each other, learn about each other in that way. Also, there's more time to learn about each other off the field. We do a lot of like team activities and hanging out. So I think that's crucial to like a team environment also, as well, because if you don't really know each other, then what are you like fighting for? You have to like love each other and fight for each other on the field. So that's a big part, and it's really fun. We have fun. We have a good time, I'd say.
Great, Brooke. You have anything to add to that?
My favorite part?
parts about the off season.
I would say, I don't know. I think you have more time to like choose what you want to do. Whether that's you want to choose when you go into skills, or you choose when to do your homework, or choose. I don't know. I think it's more of like you have more time.
Less
frantic. Less frantic, more time to plan, more time for your days to look like how you want them to look like. Yeah, I guess that's my favorite part.
Kenna, do you have any favorite things yet?
Favorite things about the off season?
Biology test?
Oh, I had that last night. I guess that's a positive. I feel like I have more time to study for my tests, which I think
That could be a positive.
that is a positive because, like, yeah, as Rich said earlier, we are in 8-hour weeks, which is when you're in season, you're absorbed by 20-hour weeks and then games and then all that stuff.
Travel.
So I feel like, travel. So I feel like I have a better balance now so far until we go to 20-hour weeks, and then I'm just starting strong
Balance
before the rest of the quarter.
Balance
So
is a good word for this.
almost halfway through
Nice.
winter.
Thank you. All
Quarter.
right, guys. We're gonna get into the lightning round.
Oh goodness.
Let's go. So, Kenna, you might not know what this is. I'm gonna explain it.
Rules.
We're gonna ask a question. Don't think, just answer. Okay.
Comes to mind.
Don't think, just answer. And there's gonna go right after another. So it is lightning. Okay. We've had some issues in the past with people treating it. What's slow? Turtle round. This is not turtle round. This is lightning round.
Not turtle. Lightning.
All right. So here we go. Be prepared.
Oh, do you need to?
Are we going
Wait,
at the same
You
time?
can
Is
just switch
either?
off. So like
Okay.
1, 2.
Okay, you go first then.
Oh gosh. Okay.
All right. Ready?
Well, what's the lightning round theme is?
The lightning round theme is winter, and then some miscellaneous questions.
Oh, miscellaneous. Oh gosh.
All right. Ready? Favorite warm drink?
Hot chocolate.
Hot chai.
Okay. How high do you keep your thermostat in your dorm?
Ooh, my roommate sets it. I don't even know what it is.
She has no
I think my
choice.
thermostat like shut off. It's pretty cold in there. I don't know how that works.
Oh, okay.
We don't have those in California.
Maddie, frostbite.
Wait, that's
not
actually
talking
so
about
true because, well, so my roommate's on softball. She's also from California too, and we couldn't figure out how to put the heater and use the heater for like a few the struggle was real, and then she ended up like calling someone to cut like one of the like people that like maintenance come to fix it, and like I came back and I started sweating. Now I don't even sleep with blankets on. I'm sweating at night. So they fixed it. Yeah, and we don't know how to fix it. And so yeah, it was a real struggle.
The sauna.
I'm
So, yeah.
honestly flabbergasted.
Yeah,
with
so I
this,
did. It's my
but
first experience.
I'm glad you guys are learning.
Yeah.
What's your favorite winter outdoor activity?
Walking in the snow. No, snowman, snow angels,
Building a
snowman.
Snowman. Building a snowman.
I like skiing and snowboarding, but there's no hills in the Midwest, so there's nowhere to ski or snowboard.
Just dreaming about it.
That's a
Okay,
solid
you dream about it. Favorite winter month and why?
December.
Because
I just love like the holidays and the lead up, and I feel like it's just very jolly time of year. Well, like,
jolly girl.
no, well, this year it was so fun. We went to the Chris Kendall Market in Chicago. Brooke went.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, and the hot chocolate there was really good.
Yeah.
So ice skating too was really fun. But
I say March. I love St. Patrick's Day. Shout out Irish people.
is March? Wait, is March? Oh yeah, because it goes to March 22nd.
Remember, which is fun.
Sorry.
Favorite place to go when spring starts?
The beach.
Oh yeah, I love me some beach time. UV's high, I'm there.
Yeah. Favorite winter accessory?
Oh gosh, you see this already.
I know it. So
My
you should know it. She has a shiesty.
My hood or my snow boots.
Your hood. That's not
Yeah,
really a
my
winter
ears get
accessory.
cold. My
You should
ears
probably get
get cold.
earmuffs because mine is earmuffs.
Oh yeah,
Did you
Brooke's
bring
got
this?
the
We can
earmuffs.
show off?
I
I've
can't
tried
come off.
Brooke's
Next
earmuffs.
Next time. Okay, now miscellaneous. What's your Hogwarts house?
Oh my gosh, I just did this fun fact. It said Hufflepuff, but I don't believe that. I think mine's Ravenclaw. No, because I just watched Harry Potter this past weekend with some of her class, and we did the test again because it said I was Ravenclaw, and I was like, that makes sense, right? But then I did it again and it said Hufflepuff, but I don't believe that. I don't believe I'm
Do
Hufflepuff.
one more time and whatever.
I think
happens.
I'm Ravenclaw.
Wait, I have no idea what I am.
That was
I've never done
total.
it.
I
That
think
was
you're-
not like-
I think you're just.
She goes first.
Just one more thing. I think
Wait,
you're
yeah.
just mad you're Hufflepuff. I think you
Yeah.
want to be Ravenclaw. I think you're just upset.
Hufflepuff's definitely checking out on that one. Not gonna lie.
Anyways, moving on. What's yours?
I don't know what mine is. I would have to take a test. Do you have
Okay.
a guess or
What do you think, Rich?
I don't know any of the houses.
Slytherin?
Go with
Is that bad? I don't know.
That's bad. I would say like
I only know Hufflepuff.
I would say like Gryffindor or Ravenclaw probably.
For you?
No, for her.
What would you say?
About the Slytherin.
Wait, she didn't say Slytherin.
No, I
Did she
didn't
say?
say Slytherin.
Okay,
No,
Ravenclaw?
you strike me as
Okay, sorry. This is the lighting. This is
Ravenclaw.
lighting.
Yeah,
Probably Gryffindor.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Ravenclaw, tap it.
I would probably be in Harry Potter's
Let's
posse.
get back to the light.
Okay, back. What animal would you be in another life?
A bear. I love bears.
A panda.
Oh,
Checks
we're both
out.
kind of bears.
What is your dorm essential?
My bed?
Oh.
Snacks. Mini fridge with the snacks.
Is that a Oh.
Your favorite off day activity?
Sleeping in. It's the best.
Agreed.
Okay, last one. Now this one's serious. Alright. Why should people listen to Whiskers?
Because we're hilarious.
I mean, if you want to laugh, might as well tap in. Like,
Or maybe we only think
if
we're
you don't enjoy
funny.
laughter and fun, like, don't watch. It's fine.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy laughter and fun, don't watch.
Quote me on that.
Done.
If you
Okay.
if you need some entertainment, or if you're going on a run or a walk or something, doing homework, we're great voices to listen to.
Thank you, Kenna.
So, we want to give a couple shout outs as we close. First of all, shout out to Emma Phillips and Josie Alessino. I think Josie's in Australia, and Emma is leaving for Iceland. They both graduated in December and heading out on their professional careers. So that's my shout out. How about you guys?
We love you guys.
We love you
I know they're
guys.
watching right to the end.
I'm gonna shout out each week. Get our own.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna shout out Jenny because I know she doesn't listen to these. So
Coach Jenny Clark.
Coach Jenny Clark. So if she did, she would realize that she got a shout out. But because she doesn't listen, she's never gonna know.
Secret shout out.
Secret shout out, Jenny Clark. And this is punishment for you. not
Jenny's
listening.
mom and dad, if you're listening, please pass along Brooke's shout out.
Yes, please. Thank you.
My shout out is for my statistics tutor right now. She's really awesome, and I have a midterm next week. She's doing a great job preparing.
What's her name?
Wow.
No, I think it's Jane or like something with a J. I'm pretty sure. I'll check my email.
Girl with a J.
Okay, but
J
great-
girl, stats
great
girl.
tutor. A
Great tutor,
tutor.
love
Okay.
Gosh, I was not prepared for this part.
They
Shut-
heard that.
Oh, my bad. Shout out. Ooh,
Shout out
there's
Mom
so
and
many
Dad.
people. Oh, shout out mom and dad. Nice guys. My dad's proofreading my paper actually currently, so big shout out there.
Big shout out.
Don't grade too hard,
Mr.
please.
Roesch.
Yes,
All right.
Well, thank you, Kenna. Good job on your first time.
I'm sweating
Maddie?
a bit.
Good job on your second time.
Thank you.
You get points for just giving eye contact to the camera the most. So good
Oh,
job.
thank you.
Oh, I
Okay.
forgot.
These are people we have to pay attention to the viewers.
That's right. And Brooke, shout out to you as always.
Thanks.
Yes,
Shout
well
out
done,
Rich.
Brooke and Rich.
Okay, ciao.
Bye.
Ciao. Whiskers
Thank you,
out.
guys.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Whiskers.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.
That was fun. I had fun.
Yay!
27 minutes. That's a good length.
That's a good thing.
I think so.
It's enough for people to like go on a walk, but not too much where after that walk is over.
Ciao,
Still
people.
talking.
Brooke's going to edit this. I don't know if she'll leave this in, but.
Oh yeah, she will.